Well, these two little Angora goat babies are hunkered down here, and this other mama is here. Their mother, the Angora goat's mother, is out here. Oh, what do we have here? We have a little Pyrenees bloodhound pup. So, while all that's going on in there, we have just pulled up with a trailer full of cuttings as we're clearing for another line of the fence over at the other property. So we've got an abundance of grape and oak and pine and all kinds of different, there's blackberry in here, there's pine, and there's sweet gum. There's a lot of good stuff for them here, folks. I got a lot of it on here. I'm gonna pull some over to the piled up fence panels here, the picket fence panels that we've scavenged from the fence contractors that we repurpose around here for flooring and shelters and such. They just love this kind of treat, folks. Lots of vines that have pulled down. Now, one thing in this part of the world that we have to always be aware of is that there's the yellow jasmine, and that's technically toxic to goats, and that's all over it there. So we are careful to exclude that from what we carry over to the goats. We pull that up by the roots and we just put it back somewhere else. They love this, folks. You know, they can only reach so much of this when they're out foraging, especially those vines that go way up in the canopy and everything. A particular area had a lot of grape, and these are nice young fresh grape leaves. This is a real treat. Oh, it smells so good too. You know, grape is really under celebrated. It's wild grape is really a great thing to have, and if you just clear it all out and just have a bunch of trees and turf, it's just boring and it's not serving a good purpose. True, any of these vines can be excessive if you let them go too far, and then they can damage the trees and even kill the trees. So there's just a balance that we find here in nature where we don't kill these vines. We clip some, pull some down, sever some of the vines at the bottom, but things will grow back, and then we can harvest them at the right time and the right amount. These fresh pine tops are all fine too. Goats like a little pine. There's so much here. Sweet gum's a real treat. You know, that's just delicious to them. There we go, goats. I don't harvest much blueberry for the goats. From time to time, a little bit, some trimmings, and on the roadside, you know, with some trimmings that are hanging over and up. But we're letting them prune those in the field, and then we're doing some pruning and air layering and such to grow new plants. We love the blueberry, and right now I just picked a few and had a great little snack from the elderberry that's ripening right now. I mean the blueberry, the Elliott's blueberry, Vaccinium elliotti. What a wonderful wild blueberry that grows in this region. It's probably the best tasting blueberry in the USA. I can't speak for you people way up in Maine and all. You got different types of blueberries, low bush and all. We got these southern high bush. They're small little blueberries. You can't rake them off so much like you do up north here. There's a lot more work to get into picking some of them, but they are so good. So I'm just spreading some of these things out so all the goats can get to them at their leisure, and just didn't want it packed too densely on top of the trailer where they wouldn't be able to get to it all. So here's some for the goats. Arg. All right. There you go. We just had a lot of rain, if you can see from the puddles here. All right. Sweet gum for the first time. You know, after a long winter, a lot of these baby goats, they're tasting this sweet gum for the first time, and it's such a wonderful plant. All right. Okay. I'll just leave the rest of this on the trailer here so they can get it. They love to be up on platforms, you know, on wood, like the plywood that's on this trailer right now and all those other platforms. It's goat's paradise here, folks. At the Escambia Lakes Goat Refuge. There's mating activity going on, or they're trying all the time now. There's some of these billies, they're testing new does, nanny goats. And here's our little baby Brownie. She hunkers down in the cabin with us. We got a few other little bottle babies. Look at this little brown new young buck here. He's something else. I like his color and proportions and everything. He's something else. He's very promising to us.